Peden Stadium on the banks of the Hocking River in Athens, Ohio, is where the MAC Conference Championship game will be held, and it all comes down to this one. The Miami, Ohio Redhawks taking on the Ohio Bobcats. Joining me in the broadcast booth is Nate Murphy. Nate, here we go. It all comes down to this game.
And winner takes all tonight. Whoever gets it gets the MAC title game. Everybody in the state of Ohio, all the MAC fans, we're all ready to go for this one, and it'll be fun to see who wins the MAC tonight.
We got probably the two best quarterbacks in the MAC going head-to-head in this one. Curtis Andrews on one side, Harrison Murray on the other.
Absolutely, and it's going to come down, obviously, to these two guys throwing it all over the place tonight, but whoever protects the football has got the best shot at winning this one.
Handoff. They're going to start the Bobcats with a handoff to Risen up the middle for a pickup of 7.
A good way to start the ball game. You know, defenses are expecting the ball to be thrown all over the place, run it right up the middle to start the game, and a big 7-yard gain.
2nd and 3 as dropping back, Harrison Murray going to look around and fires it to Risen out of the backfield, breaks out of a tackle. He is loose past the 50, the 40, to the 30, to the 20, and finally brought down around the 19-yard line. Finally wrapped up by Bradley Davis.
Well, Murray throws that one about 3 yards downfield, and Mojo Risen does the rest, breaking tackles and outrunning Red Hawk defenders 51 yards down the field. Big play on the second play of the ball game, set up in good scoring position now.
And that's exactly, if you're the Ohio Bobcats, how you want to start off this game. And just like that, they are inside the Cfsl red zone. 1st down and 10, not even a minute into this game. Murray dropping back, looking around, fires it, touchdown, Rip Tuttle for 17 yards.
And here we go. 3 plays, and we've already got our first touchdown on the board. This one could go like this all night long. One of these defenses is going to have to step up.
5th touchdown of the season for Rip Tuttle, and it's a big one as it gets the scoring going as the Bobcats are up 7-0. And Nate, that's exactly how you want to start if you're the Bobcats.
Absolutely. A nice little run to start things off, and then you let your quarterback go to work and do what he's known for, a couple of big passes, and you've got 7 just like that.
All right, now we get to see Curtis Andrews and company. What do you think is going to be in store for the Miami, Ohio Redhawks?
Well, there you see Brandon Reichel coming out. He's one of the favorite targets for Curtis Andrews, and he's going to look for him all night long with those explosive plays.
Play action on the first play, and he's going to check it down, much like what Harrison Murray did. This time he goes to his tight end instead of the halfback, Brayton Allen, and gets 7.
Allen does a good job getting his head around. It was a quick throw from Andrews, got his head around, made the catch, and then fought for those 7 yards. And again, a 2nd down and short to start the drive for one of these offenses.
Empty set on 2nd down as Curtis Andrews will find Kohana Addock out wide for a pickup of 4 and a 1st down.
And it looks like early on this Bobcat defense is going to be more than willing to back up and make sure that they don't get beat over the top, make Andrews in this offense beat you underneath.
Andrews firing it for the 3rd straight time and finds Brayton Allen yet again for a pickup of 5.
And again, if that's what they're going to give you, Curtis Andrews is going to be willing to take that. Don't force anything in. He knows how important the possession of the football is going to be tonight.
Play action here on 2nd and 5 as Andrews will fire it off his back foot, and it's incomplete.
If he gets set up on that one, he has a shot to maybe complete that. Looked like a comeback route on the outside. He had a man breaking open, just unable to hook up with him.
Receiver in motion here on 3rd and 5. Andrews will fire it to Brandon Reichel for 4, but it's going to be a yard short. And it looks like the Redhawks are going to punt this one away.
And that was a good job by the Bobcat defense. They backed up, played this marker, and made the Redhawks throw it underneath. It came up and made a solid tackle.
Scoring update from Kyle Field, where it's number 5 taking on number 14. Texas A&M gets a stop on the goal line and hold LSU to a field goal as the Aggies are looking to win the SEC with a win. That one going over on twitch.tv. Play action and firing across the middle. There's Rip Tuttle again for a pickup of 18.
And pretty much the same route Rip Tuttle ran to score the touchdown the last play that the Bobcats ran. Just an in-breaking route. And he gets in the zone there in the middle of the zone, makes a good catch, holds on to the ball after taking a big hit.
2 big plays for Rip Tuttle to open up this game. Had the 17-yard touchdown grab, and now comes back with back-to-back grabs. Play action, speed option is going to be kept by Harrison Murray. Turns on the Jets, and again, second play of this drive gets into Redhawks territory.
And right now, Ohio's offense is picking up yardage in chunks. Miami is going to have to figure something out, or it's going to be a long night for this defense.
1st and 10, ball at the 45-yard line. Empty set for Harrison Murray, who drops back, looking across the middle and connects with Reese Elliott for 10.
And right now, these receivers are getting position on the Miami defensive backs. They're just breaking across the middle and finding little holes in the zone or beating man coverage. And Murray has had a great start, 4 for 4 to start things out.
Cfsl said, look here on 1st and 10. Going to keep it on the speed option. Harrison Murray yet again turning on the Jets, getting a couple of nice blocks, and he picks up 15 again.
Yeah, like you said, once again, a big run this time from Harrison Murray. Does a good job on that read option, keeps it, cuts it upfield as soon as he sees the first hole. And that's twice on this drive we've seen him take it around the edge and pick up big yards.
Shotgun handoff to Risen, and he's going to get blown up in the backfield, courtesy of TJ Smith.
And there we see the first big play from this Miami Redhawk defense. TJ Smith does a good job fighting off a block and bringing down the runner in the backfield. They're going to need a lot more of that tonight.
Number 5, Texas A&M gets on the board, courtesy of Ty Dixon, 17-yard touchdown run. As that one was almost intercepted, but the Aggies are up 7-3 with 5:42 left to go in the first.
And that was a dangerous throw from Harrison Murray there. Put it into double coverage, and a good job by Miami reaching up there and knocking it down.
Murray on 3rd and 13. Pressure in his face, and he goes down. Kurt Coel.
Well, Kurt Coel does a great job here. Again, just beating the block straight up the middle. And Murray has a man in his face before he can set up and throw the ball downfield. So now a long field goal attempt. Good job by that Miami defense.
Yeah, and if you're the Miami defense, you got to feel like that was a win, even though you're giving up a field goal as the kick is through the uprights and good from Corey Holden. So it's now a 2-score game, 10-0. But once again, I mean, if you're the Miami Redhawks, you got to feel like that was a win, holding them to a field goal.
For sure, that's a win for the Miami defense. As deep as Ohio was able to get on that drive, they backed him up on back-to-back plays there and forced a long field goal attempt. And field goals aren't going to win this game. Miami's offense isn't going to be stagnant for long.
Shout out to all the viewers, all 30 of you watching on YouTube right now. We got Slater Carlton, Joey Cass, Sean Moore, Beaver Achilles, A. Drewster. Yeah, I missed a couple others, but appreciate you guys for tuning into this MAC championship game as Brayden Allen picks up where he left off and picks up 16.
Yeah, he's already got 3 catches on the night, and they're only 1 drive plus a play into this ball game. So he's going to be looking for the tight end, it looks like, tonight, because the underneath stuff is going to be available until Ohio steps up to stop that. He's going to be looking for that big tight end.
Joey Cass with the tackle, the sure-handed tackler on the Ohio Bobcats team outside of Sean Moore Jr. 1st down and 10, pressure in Andrew's face, and he goes down, and luckily to get the ball away for an incompletion.
Yeah, arm going forward. They're going to say it's an incomplete pass. Andrews fortunate there that the rush didn't get there a half second earlier.
10-0, Bobcats on top of the Redhawks early in the first quarter with 5:05 left to go. Andrews doesn't see anything he likes, tries to take off, but he's going to be hit and dropped on the play, and that's not what they wanted. As Sean Moore Jr. coming up with a nut for his first sack on the season.
And a good job there by Moore getting off the block, and we've seen these defensive linemen now on both sides fighting through blocks and doing a good job getting to the ball carrier or the quarterback.
0 for 1 on 1/3 down attempt for the Redhawks. Looking to convert here. Andrew taking a shot deep for the first time. Overshoots his receiver.
And he had a man open. So unfortunate for Curtis Andrews. That ball just kind of got away from him a little bit. and that was a 3rd and 13. Miami does not want to be in these 3rd and longs very often.
And you can't blame that on the conditions because it's a very mild 31 degrees here in Athens, Ohio, and only 9-mile-per-hour winds. So no rain or any snow in the forecast. So that one was just a miss there from Curtis Andrews.
Yeah, he's got to get his feet set and deliver a better ball there. Maybe still feeling a little bit too amped up from the pregame speech. This is a big game. He's got to get his motions underneath him now.
And off to Rising up the middle, and he picks up 7. And it seems like every time Ohio starts a drive, they are constantly picking up at least 7 yards on their first play.
Yeah, they're doing a good job controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the ball straight up the field. They're not doing a lot of dancing around in the backfield, and Miami is not making tackles with the first guy.
Fromm goes in motion as Murray going to throw it out wide. Pass is caught, and there's Fromm with the reception, pickup of 9, and enough to move the sticks, and a first down yet again.
Yeah, just another little flat route, and we saw it on their first drive when they completed it to the Mojo Rising. This time they throw it out to Fromm, and he breaks free for a good first down pickup.
There goes Rising trying to break outside, breaks off a 1 tackle, but then is going to be cleaned up on the play, courtesy of Titus Thompson.
Thompson does a good job flowing over there from his linebacker position. Good job stretching that one out. This time, Mojo Rising did go east and west instead of getting it upfield, and Miami was able to make a stop.
Murray dropping around, moving, throwing off his back foot. That one could have been intercepted, but it falls incomplete as Kyler Smith was in the vicinity, and you could chalk that up to a missed opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. Another dangerous throw, and he's, again, lucky to get that one back.
But Murray taking a shot deep, and that one's going to be incomplete. One-on-one coverage, and it's the Redhawks getting the best of the receiver there, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, just good man-to-man defense there. Right in his hip pocket, jumps up, knocks the ball away, forces a punt, and now the defense is starting to settle in a little bit.
And Nate, that was the first punt for the Bobcats offense. So the Miami Redhawks defense coming up big and getting a stop here after, remember, holding them on Ohio's last drive to a field goal.
Yeah, they're starting to make some plays. They're figuring some things out. Look for that to continue, and Ohio's going to have to make a couple of adjustments as we go along.
Andrews on play action, just going to fire this one away. And I got to say, in chat right now, it is popping, but Will Stern says that Ohio is playing angry, and there's so many good prospects to watch here on both sides, and I have to agree with that. And I know, Nate, you would have to agree with that as well.
Absolutely. Everybody's got something to prove tonight. A championship on the line, pride on the line, Battle of Ohio here, so everybody is out to prove something.
Throwing it underneath to Addock, but it's going to be going the wrong way. And just like that, the Redhawks are again backed up on 3rd and 12.
Yeah, and this is the second set of downs in a row now, 3rd and 10 plus, and you never want to go backwards against a defense that is as stingy as this Ohio team is.
Jeter Hudson and Derek Freeman in on the stop. So 10-0, Bobcats on top of the Redhawks. 3rd and 12, pressure in Andrews' face. He delivers a missile, and it's caught for 20 by Titus Moore and a first down.
Well, Ohio brought some pressure, and that left them in man coverage on the back end. A good in-breaking route from Titus Moore, broke it off there quick and was able to get to the middle. And a great throw by Curtis Andrews with a man right in his face.
That was David Sutherland looking to get his 3rd sack of the season. But Andrews had other ideas. Quick throw out wide, this time again to Titus Moore. But a penalty here on the play. It's going to be clipping on the Redhawks.
And these are the kind of penalties you have to avoid. That's Brayton Allen. He's had a great night already catching the ball. This time trying to get out there and set up a block for his receiving mate. Gets a guy in the back, and that puts Miami, well behind the sticks now.
First in a country mile. Andrews drop play up the middle, breaking out of a tackle. Nice play by Talani Velez, picking up 7, and that's the first time we've seen the halfback from the Redhawks.
Yeah, and we may need to see a little bit more of that from the Redhawks to get something going. That should help get Andrews in a little bit of rhythm and keep some heat off of him.
And it's incomplete, so another 3rd and 15 upcoming for the Redhawks.
Yeah, just couldn't keep his feet in bounds, so now 3rd and long. Let's see if Miami brings more pressure.
Looking deep, and that one's going to be intercepted by the Bobcats. Derek Freeman breaking off a tackle. Another one, he's still loose. Past the 40, going to be down around, not yet, but around the 41-yard line as Derek Freeman getting the interception. And Curtis Andrews, he's been throwing, he's been a little off here, and that one came back and bit him.
Yeah, and this time Ohio didn't bring extra pressure, but they were able to get pressure on the quarterback with their front 3, and it forced a quick throw. A good job in the secondary with all the extra coverage guys back there getting the interception. And Andrews put that one in a bad spot, and Ohio takes advantage of it.
Only the 4th interception for Curtis Andrews on the season, and it comes here in a pivotal spot where it looked like Miami might have gone down, and we're looking for some points. 1st down and 10 for Harrison Murray, pistol set, looking underneath. He finds his intended target in Tyler Matthews and picks up 13.
Yeah, Matthews gets his first grab of the night. A good gain there. And again, it's these in-breaking routes right now that's working for the Ohio Bobcat offense.
Inside Redhawks territory yet again. There goes Risen. He's going to pick up 4 yards, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and 6.
Yeah, a good run right up the middle. And some of these up-the-gut runs have worked for Ohio. Let's see if they keep going to that to help keep some pressure off of their outstanding quarterback.
Pistol set, quick throw across the middle. Pass is caught by Tyler Matthews for 7, and that's going to be a 1st down. And just like that, moving the chains yet again very quickly for the Bobcats.
And Harrison Murray right now completing it at a 70% clip. So let's see if he can keep that up. That's going to be a hard pace to keep up. But right now, he's got Ohio moving.
Play action to Risen. Harrison Murray throwing it. Pass is caught. And to the 10 is going to be Kevin Richards for 24 before being tackled by Kyler Smith.
And that's a good route there. It's a little bit of a wheel route there. And he gets to the outside, nobody around him. And Harrison Murray throws another good ball. And he's really on target tonight. And this is bad news for the Miami Redhawk defense.
Yeah, it is. Jack King in on the stop as well. So inside the Cfsl red zone, under a minute left to go. Murray looking around, finds the intended target, Rip Tuttle for his 2nd touchdown grab of the evening. And the game is busted wide open now by the Bobcats.
Yeah, this offense right now, with the exception of a few plays on a couple of different drives, has really been in control all night long. Harrison Murray has found whatever receiver he wants, and Miami has really got to come up with an answer on this drive, or this one could get out of hand.
Meanwhile, going on over at Kyle Field, number 5, A&M, they get on the board courtesy of Allie Peters' touchdown run up the middle as the Aggies are now up 14-3 early in the 2nd quarter. Again, that one going over on twitch.tv. Here on YouTube, 50 seconds left. But Nate, it's been all Bobcats.
Yeah, the Bobcat defense has come out with something to prove. Needed to get a big win here to win the MAC. Their offense has come out firing on all cylinders, and they are really in control of this one.
Andrews holding steady in the pocket and finds, again, his safety blanket, Brayton Allen, for a gain of 11.
Yeah, 39 yards on just 4 grabs for Allen. It's a good night out of the tight end position, and we're only through the 1st quarter.
And keeping it on the speed option is Andrews, and he's going to be hit and brought down by Derek Freeman, but not before he picks up 4.
Now, Freeman does a good job getting over there and stopping that one for just a 4-yard gain. If he doesn't make a sure tackle, Andrews has got some yardage out in front of him.
Trips to the top of the formation here on 2nd and 6. Play action, throwing it deep, got the receiver, and that one is going to be incomplete.
Well, and that is the 2nd time we've seen that from Andrews. I don't know if that little bit of wind, maybe pushing that ball towards the sideline or holding it up and taking it a little bit too far, but he has not been able to find that deep pass yet tonight.
Having to check it down to Addock for a pickup of 6, and it's going to be 4th and inches, and that's going to take us to the 2nd quarter, Now I'm getting ahead of myself with all the Bobcats up 17-0, but it's early. We'll be right back with the 2nd quarter. You're watching the CFSL on PX1 Sports on YouTube. back to Peden Stadium in Athens, Ohio. I'm Jeff Melanish, my broadcast partner, Nate Murphy, as it's going to be a punt. Kind of surprised. I thought maybe the Redhawks might go for it, but they want to play it safe and punt it away as Reese Elliott with only a 4-yard return.
Well, you know what? I was in the same boat as you. I would have gone for it there. You're down 17. Ohio has moved the ball. Doesn't matter where they're starting from. So take your chances and try and pick up that 4th and inches.
Wow, look at that throw. A little bit of a Johnny Manziel action right there. It's Harrison Murray throwing it on the run off his back foot and connects with the receiver.
Yeah, a little bit of a dangerous throw, but he got it out there, and a good job coming back for that football and picking up 8.
An okie doke right there from Harrison Murray. He picks up enough for the first down, but he's going to take a shot from Kyler Smith.
Yeah, Smith really put it to him on that one. And anytime you get a chance to put a hit on a quarterback that's kind of embarrassing you right now, you're going to take it. Good hit there.
Fromm goes in motion from right to left. And keeping it on the speed option is Harrison Murray. He goes up the middle, and he takes a pop at the end of that play by Brian Kofer.
Yeah, that's 2 plays in a row now. Harrison Murray has kept it, and he's taken a pretty big hit. That's not what you want to see if you're an Ohio fan. You want your quarterback to get down, protect himself a little bit there. But again, a good read and does a good job picking up a big chunky yardage on first down.
Bringing up a 2nd and short. Pistol set for Harrison Murray. He drops back, looking across the middle. He connects with Rip Tuttle, who's been all over the place, and he's seemingly been the X factor in this game for the Bobcats.
Yeah, Rip Tuttle, he might as well be lined up at about the linebacker depth for Miami. That's where he's made a bunch of his catches. He's done a good job getting open in the middle of the field tonight.
Pressure off the edge, and Harrison Murray senses it and throws it away.
Yeah, and Harrison Murray makes the right read there. He's put a couple in danger tonight, and this one he does the right thing and throws it out of bounds over top of everybody.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of ADs watching this one, seeing who might be a factor in the offseason in the transfer portal. Is Risen picking up 9 on the play.
Yeah, good run there by Risen, but you're right. There's probably a lot of interest out there tonight from some teams looking for some key players next year as the offseason looms closer and closer.
Risen yet again, but he is going to be stopped on the play. Good job by Cartwright to get his arms around Risen and bring him down, bringing up a 4th and 1 and a punt.
Yeah, good stop by Cartwright right at the line of scrimmage. And again, a situation I'm a little surprised of the lack of aggression. But when you're up 17, that's played the field position game. Your defense has done a great job all night.
Are you kind of surprised that maybe Ohio didn't even think about going for it? I know you want to try to pin the Redhawks deep, and it's pretty much, but the Redhawks haven't shown that they can move the football consistently, so maybe go for it there.
Yeah, your defense has played well enough that you can give up a little bit of field position. The call's not a bad call. It's probably the right call, but I would have liked to see him be a little bit more aggressive.
Going to start with a handoff to Velez, breaking it out to the right. It's going to be a pickup of 4 on the play. Meanwhile, at Kyle Field, number 14, the quarterback for LSU, Gage Youngblood, runs one in for a touchdown as LSU pulls within 4, but the Aggies still lead that one 14-10 with 6 minutes to go in the half. The Aggies are again playing for the SEC title over on twitch.tv. 2nd and 6. Andrews dropping back, looking around, and he fires it to Brandon Reichel for a pickup of 11.
Yeah, good grab by Reichel, his 2nd catch of the night. Both of them have been underneath, so Ohio's doing a good job of containing him and the rest of this Miami offense right now.
The 1st down and 10 for the Redhawks. Curtis Andrews needs to get the offense going. Dropping back, looking across the middle, fires it to his receiver yet again. That's going to be the aforementioned Titus Moore with another grab and a pickup of 8 this time, but it's going to be 2nd and 2, and Miami, Ohio seems to be getting their offense clicking here.
And kind of taking a page from the Bobcats book here, working the middle of the field and the underneath routes. Right now, that's what's open. Look for them to try and work that and get this defense to suck up a little bit because they want to take the shots too.
And they have, but Andrews just hasn't been able to convert on those as he throws this one underneath to Addock with a pickup of 4. And it's going to be a 1st down. So back-to-back 1st downs here on this drive for the Redhawks.
And they've got a good-looking drive going. Maybe one of the better ones so far of the night. So let's see if they can get it downfield and capitalize with points.
blown play there, and that's going to be broken up by Jeter Hudson, who comes in and makes the stop on Velez for a loss of 4.
Yeah, they just tried to slip Velez out of the backfield there, and I think he got caught up a little bit in the wash there with the lineman, and a good job just getting over there and making a big stop in the backfield.
So now 4 yards behind the original line of scrimmage. Bull rush up the middle, and Andrews, and that seems to have getting him a little bit of happy feet as he throws that one away here, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And Miami 1 of 5 on 3rd down, and it's because they've been in a lot of these 3rd and 10 plus. Not a good position to be in.
Andrews will flick it out wide, and that's going to be caught by Addock for 14, but it's going to be an inches short, and it's going to be 4th down.
Yeah, good throw and catch, but he just couldn't quite get the route deep enough before Andrews had to let the ball go. And again, a good stop by Ohio just before the 1st down marker. And again, a punt in a situation that I may have thought about going for it there.
Yeah, again, and it just seems that 3rd down is not what Miami, Ohio needs, because they are 1 for 6 on the evening, and they definitely need to turn that around if they're going to have any chance of making this a ball game again. So plenty of time left to go, 5:06, as Rison will get the ball first to carry this one for 11 before he's brought down. So the Bobcats open with 1 play and 1 first down.
And it's another big chunk play on 1st down. This one converts to get another set of downs, but it's something Ohio has done all night. 1st down has been big yardage for them all night.
Murray rushes right into the pressure of TJ Smith as he will get credited with the sack, and a loss of 2 on the play from Harrison Murray.
Yes, Smith does a good job getting over there, running into Murray and knocking him off balance just enough that Murray falls down before he gets back to the line of scrimmage. A good play, and that's the way you need to start it for Miami.
2nd and 12, looking across the middle, yet again finds Reginald Fromm, the tight end, for a pickup of 8, and he's going to set up a manageable 3rd and 3.
And from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, that's a good job by this Ohio offense, getting back ahead of the chains where they need to be. Good throw under pressure there from Murray.
Trying to stop the halfback screen for the first time. Rising gets it. He's going to have the 1st down before he gets pushed out of bounds, but he picks up 8, and that's enough to move the chains and a 1st down for the Bobcats.
Yeah, good throw and catch, set up the screen. It worked nicely. 3rd and short, you had a lot of options, so they went to the screen play and got a big 1st down.
Speed option, Murray breaking out of a tackle, and he's going to be hit at the 49-yard line, but not before he picks up 4 on the play.
Yeah, again, a good little read there from Murray. Got to the outside, gets 4, so not a bad position to be in. Again, 2nd and 6, plenty of options for your offense.
There goes Rison. He takes a body. He's breaking out of a tackle, but then the swarm of Red Hawks just come to close him out, and that's a big stop by Leslie Gardner.
Yeah, tried a little delay action there for Rison, and the entire Miami defense came over and tried to take a shot at him before Gardner finally knocks him down. So now Ohio faces a 3rd and long.
They're 1 for 4 on the night. 3rd and 8. Murray, quick throw across the middle, finds Tuttle for a pickup of 8, and that's going to be inches short. These teams just don't seem that they want to exactly get across the marker there. It just seems that every time it's just they're inches away, and it's literally just extend the football.
Yeah, and this is good solid tackling from both defenses. They're playing the 1st down marker, and when the throw comes underneath, they're just making a good tackle, making sure that they don't break any tackles and pick up that extra couple inches they need.
Meanwhile, Texas A&M extends the lead courtesy of Ty Dixon with his 2nd touchdown of the night, as it's now 21-10 with 3 minutes left to go in the 1st half. That one over on twitch.tv. Meanwhile, Kahona Addock with a pickup of 1 on the play, 2nd and 9.
7 catches for Addock. Yeah, so a good job getting himself open. A good job getting his feet down on that play, but unfortunately not a lot of yards.
Andrews breaks out of a tackle as he kept it on the option. He's still on his feet. He is trying to get the 1st down, and he will as he powers his way, and Andrews doing it all on that play.
Yeah, he did that one pretty much all on his own. A good read, and then it does a great job of breaking a bunch of tackles to get the 1st down. And the best way to not have to pick up a 3rd down conversion is not get to 3rd down.
Andrews throwing it off his back foot, was looking on the sideline, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, he started to scramble a little bit. Might have been able to set his feet a little bit better on that one. Had a receiver open, just kind of short hopped it.
2nd and 10. Handoff to Velez going up the middle. It's going to be a short gain of 3 on the play before being wrestled down.
Yeah, and Delaney Velez only has 3 carries so far on the night, and we're about to hit 2 minutes left in the first half. I know you're down 17, but still plenty of time to work that running game in and help your quarterback out a little bit.
And here's another 3rd down for the Redhawks. Throwing it underneath, and that's not going to work. Blake Collins with the reception, but the defense and Joey Cass coming up big for the Bobcats.
And again, it's just the defense knowing where the first down marker is and playing a solid defense across there and making the offenses try and throw it underneath. And they're making solid tackles and not allowing broken tackles and big plays.
And Nate, it does seem like Miami, they do have good calls on 3rd down. It's just instead of being at 3rd and 6 or 3rd and 7 or 3rd and longer, it just seems like they need to be within that 3rd and 5 range in order to convert these, because they would have converted them with all the ones that they've been just short on.
Yeah, and again, it's set up on 1st and 2nd down by this Ohio defense being able to make big plays and big stops on those early downs.
Harrison Murray, deep shot, it's caught inside to the touchdown. It is going to be down at the goal line, Reese Elliott.
Wow, big play by Elliott there, caught just from behind. I kind of thought he broke the plane of the goal, but stopped just outside it, and we'll see if Ohio can punch it in now.
Murray, it's going to be incomplete. Was looking for his tight end, Frome, out there, but it falls incomplete, so 2nd down upcoming.
Oh, Frome had his hands on it, did everything but hold on to it. Big hit over there by the Miami defense, knocked it loose.
Risen will walk in for a rushing touchdown as he gets on the board as now it's Rip Tuttle and Mojo Risen with the touchdowns in this game.
Yeah, in Ohio, everything had kind of gone stagnant for a little bit with both offenses. And suddenly the big play gets them down at the goal line. Rison punches it in. And just like that, Ohio finds the end zone again.
Man, Harrison Murray putting on a show here in the MAC this season. And boy, it's almost like he fell into the lap of the Bobcats. And they were like, Harrison Murray? Yes, please. We'll take him and we'll just ride him all the way to a MAC title.
Yeah, he's had an outstanding season. And he's done everything you could imagine a MAC quarterback wanting to accomplish. And tonight, winning a MAC title would be the cherry on the sundae for him.
Now Curtis Andrews needs to come up with some magic, but he's going to be sacked on the play for a loss of 3.
Yeah, and they've got to protect Andrews. There's been pressure in his face all night long. He hasn't had a chance to really set his feet and make those throws downfield like he wants to.
And he will check this one down, and that is going to be Avila with the grab. He picks up positive yards, and he's going to set up a 3rd and 5.
Well, here's that 3rd and 5 you were talking about. And the routes they've been running on 3rd down, like you said, they've been deep enough to pick these up. Let's see if Ohio tightens up their defense a little bit here in the secondary.
3 down defensive linemen for the Bobcats. As it's going to be 3rd and 5, under a minute to go in the second quarter. Receiver coming in motion will line up in the slot. As Curtis Andrews setting up the halfback screen, and that was just going to be a throwaway as was trying to get Velez going in the halfback screen game, but it's going to be incomplete.
And again, it was the Bobcat pressure. The screen, you want to invite the pressure in, but they were bringing so much heat that they got there quicker than Andrews would have liked, and he has to throw it away.
And this is where this drive, even though we got a full half left to go, it could be a put away because the largest comeback we've seen in the Cfsl was last season when it was 25. But with the next score by Ohio would make it, if the Redhawks do come back, would be the biggest that the Cfsl has ever seen.
Yeah, and Miami's defense has got to come up with a stop here. Ohio has 2 timeouts to work with, and this offense doesn't need much more than this 38 seconds. We've seen that already. I can't give up points here before halftime if you're this defense.
Murray making some audibles, drops back, looks across the middle, finds Reginald Frome, but throws him into like a dead man throw right there.
Yeah, but a big 3rd down play here. See if Miami can get off the field.
Throwing it deep, pass is caught down the sidelines. It's going to be tripped up. Reese Elliott again. He can't buy a long touchdown.
Man, and it's just a couple more steps on both of them. And again, cut down just inside the 5, but Ohio looking to put maybe this one away right now.
Throwing it to the back of the end zone and throwing it away is Harrison Murray.
Yeah, good job by this defense responding on that play. Using the short field to your advantage now if you're the secondary.
Second and goal, receiver coming in motion close into the line. Murray doesn't see anything he likes, takes off, breaks out of one, but he's not going to break out of the rest. And getting in there is Titus Thompson. They're going to hurry it up with 5 seconds left to go. They do have a timeout left. This could come back. This might be the last play unless it's incomplete with 1 second left.
Wow, and boy, it looked like he may have got his foot down. So Miami's going to catch a break, force a field goal. But like you said, this will set up the second half for maybe the potential to be the biggest comeback in league history.
27-0 as Corey Holden knocks it through the uprights. It's been all Bobcats to start the first half. But meanwhile, we got a score update from Kyle Field as the Aggies add a field goal before the half and lead that one 24-10 at the end of the half, as the Aggies, again, looking to win their first conference title with a win over number 14 LSU. Meanwhile, Nate, as we come here to halftime, it's been all Bobcats, but what do you want to – I know there's been little bits and spurts that we've seen from the Miami, Ohio Redhawks. It just seems like the drives that they've gone on, it's been the third downs that have killed their drives.
Yeah, they've got to do better on first and second down to set up some easier third downs for this offense. Andrews is going to have to connect on a couple of these big plays. We've seen Ohio score quickly on a couple of big plays, so we know that this Miami offense is capable of the same thing. This game is far from over, even though the score doesn't tell you that.
Give a shout out to all 30 watching in YouTube. We got Sean Moore. We got Jim Sutherland, Andrew Hudson, Will Stern, A. Drewster, Joey Cass, Kane Elliott, Beaver Achilles, Mike from PX What Sports is in the chat, Billy Tucker, Spencer Murray, Squiddy is showing up, like Monty Wyatt as well. If I missed anybody, I apologize, but thank you everybody for tuning into this one for the battle for the MAC championship. And so what do you want to see here for Miami to open up this game, Nate?
Well, that's
the second half.
That's a big return right there. Gets them in good field position. If you're Andrews and the rest of this Miami offense, just settle down. You've got an entire half to play. Put a couple of drives together and see what happens. If you can get close enough, you might have a chance.
Throwing it underneath here to start to Kohana Addock for a pickup of 6. And it's going to be 2nd and 4 upcoming. But again, a nice little route run, a nice little out route, and turning it upfield for 6.
And that's the success that we said that they need to have on first down, a 6-yard gain. Now, if you can avoid going backwards here on second down, you've got yourself set up where you want to be.
Cass already with 10 tackles on the night and throwing it underneath to Braden Allen, and he picks up enough for the first down.
And that's his first catch since, I believe, late in the first quarter. So Ohio has taken him away lately after he started out like a house of fire. Good job there, though, getting open, getting the first down, and avoiding third down altogether.
Zach Burrows in on the stop, throwing it underneath. That's going to be Braden Allen for another 3-yard reception and going to bring up 2nd and 7.
Well, you'll take that as a Miami offense. 3 yards. If you can get another 2 or 3 here, you're in that third and medium range. So just keep moving the ball downfield and see what you can get.
7-step drop for Andrews. We'll fire it in, and it's going to be intercepted by Joey Cass. Having a big night and caps it off with an interception. And boy, the man is just playing on fire. The safety for the Ohio Bobcats. This one's going to be, he's going to be somebody that, if he decides to enter the transfer portal, he's going to be a good one.
Yeah, and this is a MAC championship game. It's an audition all rolled into one. And these guys out here playing with everything they got. A great job coming up with an interception, something Miami needed to avoid big time.
Throwing it underneath, and Mojo Rison picks up 6.
And his third catch, and that's the same play we saw in the first half on their opening drive that he broke for 51. So good job by Miami getting there and shutting him down.
Murray connects once again with Reese Elliott. This time, not a big gain for him. This time, they'll hold him to just 13.
Well, and he's probably got to feel a little bit better getting tackled just outside the 40 as opposed to just outside the goal line.
Yeah, he's probably like, don't make me run.
But a good throw and catch and another first down for Ohio.
Murray taking a shot deep, wide open receiver. It's caught, walk-in, touchdown for the Bobcats. Tyler Matthews puts his name in the books.
Good throw, good catch, and he just outran the coverage. They may have been in a zone, or either that or it was busted coverage, but he was all by himself. And like you said, he was going to be able to walk that one into the end zone. And Harrison Murray, another fine night in the making.
4 plays, 59 yards, and only took 36 seconds off the game clock because they don't need anything else more than that. And it's knocked through the uprights by Corey Holden. It's now 34-0 as the Zero Burger is still on the board for Kane Elliott and company.
Yeah, and you know what? If you're Miami right now, forget trying to come back. You're not going to get 34 in one play. Just make a couple of plays, get something on the board, try and get your confidence going, and at this point start playing for pride and see if that can snowball into something bigger.
Curtis Andrews. Brayden Allen will come in motion from left to right. Andrews from shotgun will deliver a missile, and that one's going to be caught on the outside. And that's going to be Titus Moore with the grab and a first down.
Yeah, Moore with 3 catches, 44 yards. So a big average for Titus Moore. He's finding ways to get open on the outside. And again, after the interception, that's a good throw from Curtis Andrews.
Beaver Achilles in chat says, y'all having fun. I'm having fun. Well, it is if you are wearing the all-black uniforms. As Andrews will deliver it, and it's caught by the tight end, Brayden Allen, for 27. Tackled by Sean Moore Jr.
And that was Curtis Andrews' best deep ball of the night. Just a corner out from the tight end. He lined up in the tight end position, which you don't see a lot of much with all these spread offenses. So a good job just breaking out on that route, and a good throw from Andrews, his best one of the night.
First down and 10. Getting inside the Bobcats territory. Andrews dropping back, looking underneath. Pass is going to be caught by Sean Moore Jr. is there to deliver the shot on Titus Moore coming across the middle.
Yeah, and just sitting back in the zone, and Moore comes across the middle and takes the big hit, holds on to the ball. Sean Moore Jr., his 5th tackle of the night, and that was a big one.
Yeah, it was. Jeez, man, I don't want to go across the middle with Sean Moore Jr. there. He's in a nice lineage for linebackers in the CFSL. 2nd and 5 as Brayden Allen in motion from left to right. Andrews dropping back. All sorts of time, but the pressure was getting there, but he connects, but it's going to be intercepted on the play. Is that Joey Cass with his 2nd on the night? He's going back the other way to the 40. Joey Cass, have a night, young fella.
Wow, what a play. And that one, I believe, went off the receiver's hands, and Cass right there to take advantage. Oh, no, he just jumped the route. A good job by Cass getting over there and making that play. And Andrews now having a tough night.
What a read by Joey Cass. He has just come into his own this season, and to have a game like this in the MAC championship, he's going to remember this as Harrison Murray almost threw that one to Robbie Gonzalez.
Yeah, he almost gave it right back. This is probably the 3rd time now that Harrison Murray has thrown one dangerously into coverage. The difference of the night is Ohio's been able to take advantage of the bad throws. Miami has not come up with the interceptions.
Murray will connect underneath, and that's going to be Reginald Fromm, his tight end, for a pickup of 6, bringing up 3rd and 4.
Yeah, and right after a bad throw, he makes a good decision, dumps it down to Fromm, and Fromm gets a big gain. 3rd and short now for this Ohio offense.
It'll be a handoff to Mojo Rising, pickup of 2, and it's going to bring up 4th down. And so just like that, can't really capitalize off the Joey Cass 2nd interception on the night. Meanwhile, we got a scoring update over from Kyle Field we'll get to in a minute. But, Nate, another 3rd down that comes up short for the Bobcats.
Yeah, and a good job from TJ Smith fighting off a block, getting to the middle there in that big scrum and bringing down Rising before he could get to the first down marker.
That one was muffed on the return, but luckily no one was down there and he could just corral it and be on his merry way. But And just like that, we'll see what Curtis Andrews can do. Down 34, ball at their own 22-yard line with 3 down defensive linemen for the Bobcats. Looks like we got a little bit of a blitz coming.
Yeah, good throw and catch there. Attic gets open down the field, and Andrews put it on him. Andrews has had some moments tonight, but this one has gotten away from him a little bit. He's got to settle down and just make some better throws.
First and 10. 34-0 Bobcats on top of the Red Hawks as Curtis Andrews dropping back and will connect, and that one's going to be caught by Velez.
And again, just trying to make something happen. Velez tackled around the line of scrimmage, so this Ohio defense continuing to make plays.
Throwing in, and that one's And so we're back, 1st and 10, as the Bobcats enter the Red Hawks side of the territory. Harrison Murray dropping back, looking to the sidelines. That one's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, good coverage over there. Brian Kofer, a great job getting his hands on it, but again, not able to take advantage. And that's been the biggest difference of the night, is Miami, when they get their chances, can't come up with the turnovers.
Apologize for the audio issues that we had, but we are back here. It's going to be 3rd and 12. It's Harrison Murray going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage by Brian Kofer, who's coming up with back-to-back good plays.
Yeah, back-to-back plays. Brian Kofer makes a great deflection and then a stop in the backfield. So 2 for 8 on 3rd down for Ohio. They haven't done a great job converting either, and this is a 3rd and long.
3rd and 12 for Harrison Murray. Going to look underneath the first down marker. He connects with Joey Cass, who's doing it all for the Bobcats. He's got 2 interceptions. He's got over 10 tackles, and here he gets the reception. But, man, they are going to go for it on 4th and 6 as Kane Elliott wants to put wants to take it to the jugular of the Red Hawks, and they will, as Daniel Banaszewski with a 12-yard reception for a first down.
Yeah, 4th and 6. You're kind of in no man's land there. Even with this game seemingly out of hand, going for it, probably the right call there, and a good pickup for the first down.
Throwing it underneath Tyler Matthews for a pickup of 9.
And again, this Bobcat offense is just continuing to roll as Matthews closing in on 100 yards receiving tonight.
There's a lot of receivers for the Bobcats that are going to go over or close, as Reese Elliott's one that has gone over 100 yards. But here, going to be caught by who else but Reese Elliott. He picks up 12, and he's up to 171. Would like to have maybe 1 or 2 touchdowns to his name, but we'll have to see if Harrison Murray wants to throw it his way.
Yeah, if he had 173, he would have had at least 1 touchdown. But another good catch and set him up at 1st and goal.
Meanwhile, Colt Youngblood for LSU runs it in, and the Tigers tie it up at 24 with 1:31 left to go in the third. Again, the Aggies need to win if they want to win the SEC. That one over on Twitch.tv. But here, Harrison Murray caps off an impressive MAC championship performance with running it in himself.
Yeah, why not? You've thrown it in there a couple of times. You've handed it off and let Rison get one. So run one in yourself. And the huge night continues for this Ohio offense, and the huge season continues for this Ohio offense.
Wow, 41-0. The Red Hawks just seemingly cannot do anything on offense. And I know that Horns wrote a piece about giving somebody, I forgot who it was, wrote a piece about the case for Ohio possibly being a playoff team. But man, that was actually you, Nate, that wrote that. But man, what a case that they are making here in front of a lot of CFSL fans.
Yeah, I know that article pretty well. Yeah, and again, they came out. They did win a game against a Power 3 team this season. Nearly pulled off the upset against Ohio State. Did everything but run the table here in the MAC. The upset loss a week ago. But yeah, making their case and making their presence known all across the league.
Andrews can't connect there. He's thrown it 40 times, but have only connected with 27 of those. So the defense for Ohio coming up big.
Yeah, and as impressive as Ohio's offense has been tonight, their defense has been just as impressive and nearly had their 4th interception of the night.
Carter Glass almost got that, and he would have probably been gone, but the way that he was going for that interception, it looked like maybe the receiver was going to bring him down as he had to adjust to that one. So 3rd and 10 for the Red Hawks. Andrews throwing it across the middle. That one's going to be caught by Collins, but it's not going to be enough for the first down.
And another 3rd and long that Miami just can't convert on. This Ohio defense has been all over the field tonight, making plays left and right, the interceptions, solid tackling, and they have dominated this game start to finish.
Returned by Reese Elliott for a pickup of 11, but yeah, let's go back. You wrote the article about possibly making the statement. Do you think that maybe that Ohio, after this win, can you see that maybe could possibly be one of the wild card teams in the playoffs coming up?
The way the league is set up, the MAC's not going to make the playoffs. But if they were in the playoffs, I would say they would definitely have the ability to compete against some of these Power 3 schools. They have an outstanding offense. Their defense is, phenomenal. We've seen that tonight. So the case being made, whether or not they're going to make it, obviously they're not. But could they hang? I believe they could.
And that's going to be a story it's just going to have to be an article written. What would their chances be in the CFSL playoffs? It's going to be something that it's going to be a talking point for sure, as they were coming in at number 15. And the fact that they are doing this, and the fact that, after that loss last week, it would have been easy to maybe put them out of the top 15 entirely.
Yeah, an upset loss could have hurt them pretty bad in the standings. But again, they've proven all year long that they are one of the top 15 teams. Like I said earlier, a Power 3 upset over Florida. And I know Florida is not having the greatest year for a Power 3 team, but they were in that game with Ohio State all the way to the finish and couldn't quite pull that upset as well. So this team is definitely deserving of a top 15 spot.
Give a shout out to all 30 watching in YouTube A. Drewster, yet again, Kane Elliott. I see Mike is in there. Juice Parrish is in chat. Will Stern, Kane Elliott, again, Corey Dobbins, Beaver Achilles, Joey Cass, having an impressive. He's got to be really happy. Joey Cass has to be, he's got to be just smiling ear to ear.
Yeah, Cass is having a great night. So sitting here watching this, like you said, he's got to be enjoying the show that he and the rest of his Ohio teammates are putting on tonight.
Harrison Murray dropping back, and he just connects with Rip Tuttle for 12, just like that.
Yeah, and you know what? A little impromptu timeout, as I saw someone in chat ask about, and it doesn't seem to bother Ohio. Their rhythm, has been there all night long, and they're just moving the ball at will.
As Ryzen pick up of 6 on the play before being brought down, but I mean, even though it's not impressive, I mean, you still got to tip your hat to the Redhawks as well.
Yeah, tonight didn't go the way that they had hoped. They came out and ran into a buzzsaw tonight, but they've had a great season. They had themselves in position to make this the de facto championship game. And again, even though it didn't work out for them tonight, great job by Curtis Andrews and the rest of this Red Hawk crew.
TJ Smith with the tackle on Harrison Murray on that option keeper, and he's going to be hit and dropped yet again. And this time, number 26 coming up and making the play for the Redhawks, Robbie Gonzalez.
And good job. Now you're playing for pride at this point. If you're the defense, just don't let them, don't let them put this one completely, out of reach. Well, it is out of reach, but don't let them run it up. And now if you're the offense, get that goose egg off the board. Make yourself feel a little bit better about yourself going into the offseason.
Penalty and another clipping on the Redhawks. Going to march this ball deeper into their own end.
And surprising that one gets declined, but maybe a little bit of a show of mercy here from Ohio on that one. But again, Andrews just got to find a rhythm, get himself something going, give himself something to feel good about as we head towards the end of this game.
First down and 10. Going to find Hector Avila for a pickup of 10. So first down on the first play of this drive for Curtis Andrews. Yeah,
it's a good start and a good way to finish the third quarter.
That's going to do it for the end of the third quarter. It's been all Bobcats at home at Peden Stadium, but can the Redhawks get on the board? You have to find out. We got the fourth quarter coming up. We'll be back right after this. You're watching the Cfsl on PX1 Sports on YouTube. Back at Peden Stadium in Athens, Ohio. Chuck Melanishin, my broadcast partner, Nate Murphy, who sometimes I forget what articles he writes, and Talani Velez for a pickup of 5.
Well, it's only been the one, so I forgive you. But now we see Curtis Andrews doing a good job finding a little bit of a rhythm. He's made a couple of good throws on this drive. And at this point, I'm just hoping Miami gets something going and gets something in the end zone.
Yeah, kind of surprised that they've been stifled this mightily against I know that the defense for Ohio is nothing to slouch at, but Curtis Andrews, who won Player of the Week 2 weeks ago, I mean, he definitely has the capabilities of, he could have took this game over as well. It just happened to be Harrison Murray was the one that decided to take this game.
Yeah, again, hats off to this Ohio defense. They've controlled things from the start. We knew there was a potential for a lot of points. I kind of thought this one would go back and forth, but this Ohio defense has just been completely dominant tonight.
Kohana Addock with a pickup of 8 and a first down for the Redhawks as they march into Bobcats territory.
And we've seen glimpses of this offense. Addock has 10 catches. They've made some plays. They just haven't been able to make enough. And, this drive is one of the better ones of the night.
Andrews will fire this one out of bounds. The defense yet again for the Bobcats coming up big there on first down.
Yeah, and just forcing a quick throw, and he had to kind of throw that one away, not wanting to force another one into coverage.
Yeah, keeping it is going to be Hector Avila for a pickup of 7, 3rd and 3 upcoming. Meanwhile, in Aggie land, Allie Peters gets her second touchdown of the game, and the Aggies go up 31-27 with 5:30 left to go in the fourth quarter. Again, If the Aggies win, they clinch the SEC. Andrews breaking out of his sack. He's going to throw it deep to the end zone. It's going to be intercepted. And a chance for points and just trying to get it up there. But, you know, who had other ideas was Jeter Hudson.
Yeah, good job by Jeter Hudson. And he was one of about 3 defenders back there. Andrews just trying to make something happen here late in the game. Did a great job shaking off of the sack attempt and just threw it up there. And unfortunately, it's intercepted again.
Harrison Murray throwing it underneath. Pass is going to be caught. Pickup of 7 on play. But just coming into this game, Curtis Andrews had 3 interceptions total. He's now doubled his total and then some with 4 interceptions in this game alone.
Yeah, and again, hats off to the Bobcat defense. You know, he's made a couple of bad decisions, but for the most part, it's been good plays and really good coverage from Ohio. They've forced these turnovers tonight. Andrews just kind of run into a bad luck night.
Pass is going to be caught out wide by Tyler Matthews. Pick up of 12, first down. Meanwhile, I know I saw Mike in chat say, bring on the subs. And then Beaver Achilles was like, it's the MAC. We are the subs.
Well, and there goes the argument for a MAC team making the playoffs then, right?
Did he just end that conversation with one little comment? We'll have to see. But first down to 10, Rip Tuttle, who we haven't called his name since his second touchdown. And, you know, he comes up with another deep grab on just another out route or another comeback route.
Hey, just stops that one as the defender turns his hips and goes downfield. Tuttle just hooks it up and Murray, puts another good ball right on him. And a quiet 90-yard night if you can have one for Rip Tuttle.
Yeah, right. I mean, when you're outshadowed by Reese Elliott, who seemingly had 2 touchdowns because he off the board because he was stopped at the goal line. I mean, it's funny now, but you just got to feel for him as Rip Tuttle was the courtesy of one of those missed opportunities from Reese Elliott. But 2nd and 8, Harrison Murray just taking bodies with him for a pickup of 6.
Yeah, Murray still fighting hard. And again, some of these guys, you know, auditioning maybe for the transfer portal with the offseason coming up. So not going to stop now, even with a 41-point lead and 5.5 to go.
Or they could stop and make a super team in the MAC. Who knows? Harrison Murray will keep it, throwing it across the middle. That one almost intercepted, but it falls incomplete.
And you know, Murray tonight has put the ball in danger. Now we're going to see a long field goal. So the Miami defense steps up and not going to give up any more or another touchdown at this point.
Field goal on the way from Holden is no good. So the Red Hawks maybe getting some good field position here to start this drive and maybe put on get some points on the board.
Yeah, and they had a drive going a few minutes ago before the interception in the end zone. Like you said, good field position. Just, you know, work some underneath stuff and get some confidence going for your quarterback.
As Andrews, he's thrown it 50 times. Connects there, but for no gain. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. Or, excuse me, incomplete.
Yeah, so, you know, 50 attempts is a lot of times dropping back to throw, and he's been under pressure all night. He's forced some things. Been kind of a rough night for him, but a good night for Kawana Attic.
Connects yet again, pick up a 5. And I know when a pitcher throws close to 100 times, he's got to, you know, come out. He's got to put some ice on his arm. I'm sure Andrews and Harrison, they will be wearing a ice pack on their arm after this game because they have just thrown it all over the place. And it's another first down conversion for the Red Hawks.
Yeah, and, you know, the passing game makes for some entertaining football. You know, the defenses sometimes hate it, but tonight this Ohio secondary is living for it.
Joey Cass could have had his 3rd interception, but he decided to go for the deflection.
Yeah, knocks that one down. You know, just one more stat on the sheet for Joey Cass.
Why not?
Exactly. So a good play, and again, 2nd down and long.
Taking a shot deep, and it's caught. The Hail Mary's answered. Titus Moore adds to an impressive night. Now gets over the century mark, and it's going to be 1st down and goal.
And that's the first long play that Miami is really connected on. We've seen a bunch of shots downfield, and Moore, tough luck for him as he stopped just outside the goal line.
Oh, man, Reese Elliott and Titus Moore are going to have some words with their coaching staff as Hector Avila will be stopped on the play by David Sutherland for a loss of 2.
Yeah, good job by Sutherland. Fights off a block. And this Ohio defense, the only question left is going to be whether or not they get the shutout, and they're going to be gunning for it right here, backs against the wall.
4:20 left to go. Curtis Andrews dropping back, no standing legs, tried to take off, but Sean Moore Jr. and Joey Cass met with some hostility towards Curtis Andrews, and they drop it. Meanwhile, over at Kyle Field, number 14, LSU, they score courtesy of Gage Youngblood, and they are up now 34-31. Just over 2 minutes left to play in that contest over on twitch.tv. So go ahead, go over there and check that one out as the Aggies looking to win the SEC for the first time. And Craig Mechie will get his first sack on Curtis Andrews.
So back-to-back big plays for this Ohio defense, bringing Miami backwards after getting down to the 5-yard line. And it looks like Miami is just willing to take the points at this point.
And the first attempt for some points. Snap is down, kick is on the way, and the chip shot field goal is through the uprights and good. So there's still only one shutout left in the CFSL, and I'm sure Matt Pack is somewhere smiling.
Yeah, it's tough. I see, PX1 Sports, they're losing a shutout on a field goal, and I know that's rough. But Miami just wanted to get something positive going. Take the points, and at this point I don't know what the onside kick was for, but Ohio will take the good field position, I'm sure.
Meanwhile, Joey Cass in chat says him and Sean Moore Jr. almost hurt each other trying to take down Curtis Andrews on that play.
They both wanted a sack, only one of them was going to get credit for it, so nearly ran each other over trying to get it.
When you have two guys like that on defense, it reminds you of like the old style defenses from other past teams. Jack King comes to mind. I mean, there are a lot of good linebackers and a lot of good safeties that could be good, but I don't know if we could see a tandem quite like what they can do. It'd be interesting to see. They're throwing it out wide, but that's going to be incomplete. So a quick 3 and out for the Bobcats.
And Miami would have liked to have that. Way back in the first quarter, good defense there, and Ohio not letting up, so Miami makes a good stop on 3 consecutive plays.
So the ball goes out of bounds on the kick, and just to remind everybody that this is the last game of Thursday night, which means next Monday we got the Inside the Blitz podcast over on twitch.tv. So after week 7, we are finally into the last regular season. Boy, these weeks have just gone by so quick.
Yeah, it's been a great season. Everything's kind of flown by. We head into the final week for the Power 3 schools, and a lot still up for grabs as we head into week 8.
Andrews will get sacked. Meanwhile, number 14, LSU takes over on Towns after a failed 4th down attempt. 1:08 left to play. Aggies do have their 3 timeouts remaining. Again, that one's over on twitch.tv. Head over there right now. Get that one. Get those viewers up over on that one because the Aggies looking to still clinch the SEC. It's still, when you still got time on the clock, it's still a possibility. Throwing it deep as Andrews looking to connect, but it falls incomplete. And who else but Joey Cass in the vicinity?
That Cass breaks up another one. And Ohio has this Miami team pinned deep, so they gave up a field goal, and let's see if maybe they can get 2 of those right back.
Andrews, 3rd and 16. He's going to be hit and sacked for a safety in the end zone. David Sutherland with his 2nd sack.
Well, so now this defense has given up about a net of 1 point. They get 2 of those points back. So a great night. When you're coming in playing an explosive offense like this, I don't know if you could ask for a better performance from a defense.
If you guys have not tuned over to twitch.tv yet, you might want to go over there right now because the Aggies have the ball back, and there's 49 seconds left to go with no timeouts. And we'll see the punt here, but yeah, I mean, it's still a 40-point game now with the 3-point, and then they got the 2-point conversion, so it's now still a 40-point margin.
Yeah, and not the game that we expected. We expected a lot closer than this. Two outstanding offenses and two defenses that they really know how to get it done. Miami's missed a couple of chances, or this one could be a lot closer.
Harrison, Spencer Murray and Chad, he wants one more score, question mark. We'll see. We'll have to see. Ryzen will get the ball. He's going to hit me for 1 yard. Meanwhile, shenanigans are taking over in Kyle Field because Kellen Irvin, he just caught 72-yard touchdown bomb. Aggies go back on top 38-34 with 35 seconds left to go. Again, go over there, tune it on. If you have a second screen, turn that on, whatever you have to do, because that's going to be a contest with 35 seconds left to go. And third and 2 here as, none of these teams are going to want to look at their third down conversions.
No, and that's probably the best thing that this Miami defense has done tonight. When they've gotten Ohio to third down, they've been able to get off the field. This time Mojo gets a 5-yard run and a first down as Ohio just looks to run this clock out finally.
I know we said it, but from us here in the broadcast booth, Kane Elliott, congrats on a very good season. Congrats on the MAC championship, very well deserved. And this is one of the better teams in the MAC that I've seen. And even though it's only the second season, this Ohio team is really good and really loaded.
Yeah, absolutely. And if some of these guys stick around next year, I know the transfer portal will be calling a lot of them. But we could see, this team, if they can keep some of these guys, can stay loaded for a while.
2nd and 7, Ryzen pick up a 3 on the play, but that's going to do it. And the fans at Peden Stadium, you guys are the MAC champions for season 2 of the MAC, and the Bobcats, they close this one out in defensive fashion, Nate.
Yeah, great job by the defense. Helping win this game in a big explosive offensive performance as well.
Meanwhile, Colt Youngblood, 69-yard touchdown run. LSU back on top, 41-38, 17 seconds left. Go and tune in on that one, and we will see you back Monday night for Inside the Blitz podcast. For executive producer Mike Peters and for associate producer David Roy, I'm Jeff Melanishin. Thank you guys so much. And for my broadcast partner, Nate Murphy, congrats once again to the Bobcats, your champions of the MAC. And we'll see you guys next time. Have a good night, everybody.